Divine One, we have been getting reports lately of a strange presence coming from this well. I have not been able to find anything unusual about it, but perhaps you should investigate.
Faced one way, 1,000 years separation. The other way, 100 years regret. Pray, dream of my sorrow. Pray, dispel the darkness from this world. The only light here is in memory, and the hope you instilled flickers. Alas, I know the truth. In this world, there is no salvation. In this world, there is no you.
Where am I? This isn't the Somniel. Who are you?
I am... No, it is no matter. My name lost its meaning long ago.
But I have this strange feeling, as if the two of us have met somewhere.
We have never met before. Not in any way you would understand. I'm speaking to you from across a mirror. You are my reflection, and my land's last hope. Please, I need your assistance. Will you save those who are important to me?
Of course. I'll help however I can.
Really? You accept my plea without hearing what it entails?
I suppose I feel like helping you might ease some of my own anxieties. Almost as if this is a chance to get back something that I lost a long time ago. In short, yes, I'm here for you.
I'm glad to hear you say so. I was afraid you would refuse, since I'm unable to explain all the details. Suffice to say that the land I speak of is threatened by a foe with a wicked heart. The only hope for my people is for you to collect the 7 bracelets.
Bracelets?
In my world, emblems dwell inside bracelets. You will need them in order to succeed. Now, I will transport you there. Those you encounter after arriving will guide you.
Will you and I meet again?
We will not. Nor have we ever met. Not even in this very moment.
You speak so cryptically. Still, I get the feeling I will see you again.
Be off now. I thank you, and wish you good fortune in the battles ahead. Goodbye, my fellow Divine Dragon. My twin from another world. On your journey, I hope you feel joy, suffering, sorrow, and love, because I will feel nothing anymore. I will never awaken again.
So bright.
Sister, it worked! Our prayers are answered!
After all these long years, at last our savior has come. You.
Is that?
Where am I?
You are in Lethos Castle. We have long awaited your arrival. Thank you for answering our prayers. I am Nell, one of the dragons who resides here.
And I am Nil, her twin brother.
It's nice to meet you, Nell. And you, Nil. I'm the Divine Dragon.
So you are the Divine Dragon.
Fate has made a cruel and mysterious choice.
It is such a joy to see you reborn.
Reborn? What does that...
The Divine Dragon is deceased. You fell in the last war. Our world has been consumed by darkness in the time since. We have long prayed for a savior to aid us, and your appearance seems to be our answer. It is unfortunate. I would have preferred never to see you again.
Nell?
But we are in desperate need of aid, and we do not have the luxury of choice. I will speak no more of it. Please follow me.
I'm so sorry, Divine One. She is rather more upset by this than I would have expected. She and the Divine Dragon have a somewhat complicated history.
This is the Bracelet Vault. Here, our emblem bracelets are kept secure.
I see.
Upon that pedestal lies the bracelet of the Shepherd Exalt. It is the sole bracelet in our possession. The emblems within it are safely in slumber.
There are 7 bracelets in total. We lost the other 6 in the war with Sombron.
So, he exists in your world as well.
I will explain from the beginning. The first dragons were born millennia ago, and from them came the divine and fell dragons. For a time, there was peace, until the fell dragons turned to conquest and destruction. With the world under threat, the divine dragons and the people prayed for salvation. And that salvation came in the form of beings from other worlds known as emblems. The emblems were manifestations of those ardent prayers for peace.
My sister and I were performing that ancient rite when you arrived. We thought a new emblem would appear to save us.
And you got me.
Yes, it was quite the shock. I'm still a bit beside myself.
The emblems brought an end to the fighting, but only temporarily. 1,000 years ago, Sombron sought to exploit the emblems for his own ambitions.
We experienced that war firsthand. It was awful. The entire continent became a battlefield. The dragons and the royal families fought over the emblems until all sides were exhausted.
But as we stood upon the brink of annihilation, the Divine Dragons won a key victory. Lumera, the Divine Dragon Monarch, imprisoned fell dragon Sombron, at the cost of her life.
My mother died 1,000 years ago?
Her sacrifice bestowed peace upon the people even as they mourned her passing. But it was her successor who healed the wounded land and returned it to prosperity.
Her successor? You mean the next Divine Dragon Monarch?
Yes. You.
The Divine Dragon Monarch after Lumera was her own begotten child.
So I took the throne after she died. This is so different from the history of my world.
You are a wonderful ruler. Under your reign, it seems like the world would be at peace for the rest of time. But it was not to be. Sombron eventually returned, and another war began.
Whosoever gathers all 7 of the awakened emblems will be granted immense power. Sombron intended to use that power to exact revenge and restore the Fell Dragon's honor. To achieve that end, he was willing to set the whole world ablaze.
And I take it I lost this war.
No, not exactly. You and Sombron each slew the other. On the night of the decisive clash, you and he perished at the same moment.
So the Fell Dragon is already gone? Then who is it that's putting your world in danger now?
An unknown malefactor is attempting to fulfill the late Sombron's ambitions.
They come and go without a trace. We know nothing of their whereabouts or appearance. All we know for sure is that, like Sombron, this individual wants to collect the 7 bracelets. In fact, we believe they already have 2.
1 in Lethos Castle, 2 in enemy hands. Where are the other 4?
Each of the 4 nations of Elyos possesses one. They once fought under a single banner, but that changed drastically after your death. Now, with nothing to unite them, the little ones, the humans, bicker among themselves. Thus far, they have kept one another in check, but war could break out at any moment.
I don't know if the Divine Dragon's army was ever truly united. I saw them argue, in this very castle, about which nation was to blame for your death. Which is absurd, of course. It was no one's fault.
Now that our savior has arrived, it is imperative we reclaim the bracelets. The conflict we have avoided for years will soon be inevitable. You may need to cross blades with people who resemble your own friends and allies.
I understand. I'll brace myself for that possibility. So, you're both divine dragons, like me?
What gave you that impression?
You said you were dragons, and you live in Lethos Castle, so I just assumed.
Your assumption is incorrect.
What she means, Divine One, is that we...
Watch out! Assassins!
Nell!
She's a Fell Dragon!
My brother and I both. In this world, Fell Dragons are born as twins. We severed ties with our father during the last war. We now fight against our misguided kin.
I cannot transform, but that does not stop me from fighting at Nell's side.
Fell Dragon twins.
I suppose I simply assumed that you would already know what we were. It seems I was mistaken. If you will not aid us, you may leave. We will defend this world ourselves.
No, I'll fight with you. I don't care about your heritage. If you truly want to protect this world, I'll be your ally.
Oh, that's a relief. Now, let us march into battle together, just like the good old days.
Show us your mettle, Divine One. We shall see if you are truly the answer to our prayers.
Veronica!
You're sure?
Ike!
Leave it to me.
The enemy has most likely come for the bracelet of the Shepherd Exalt. We must stop them here, before they can reach its location.
Ooh.
Let us begin.
Yes? Emblem, engage! It is time to honor your contract. Here I go!
I'll do my best.
Yes. I need to be more diligent. Count on me.
Cute, right? But watch out. Those fangs will really leave a mark.
can lift the Fang's curse with my restore staff. Give it to someone who can use it. You're so strong!
I am sorry.
Thank you.
I am ready for a rest.
I just want to live in peace.
A dream made manifest. Yes! You'll get no sympathy from me. My gratitude.
You're not going anywhere. It won't be easy beating that one. Not with my emblem's power protecting it.
Lend me your strength.
Hand over the bracelet.
I will not be deterred. I am stronger now.
Help me be a righteous dragon. Not about to stop here. Allow your soul the rest it deserves.
Lend me your strength!
Thank you.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Don't stand in my way.
You won. This time.
They got away. I was hoping we would finally learn their identity.
At least we got back the bracelet they were carrying. That's...
The bracelet of the ancestor. It seems different since we last laid eyes on it.
Maybe this emblem can tell us about their time in enemy hands. I'll summon them again so we can talk. Huh? That's strange.
What?
The invocation isn't coming to me. Perhaps it's because I'm in a new world? But that's no good. Summoning emblems is what a divine dragon does.
Divine dragon? I'm Tiki. Are you a divine dragon like me?
Well...
Impossible. Emblems in this state shouldn't be able to speak.
Hello, Emblem Tiki. I might be able to summon you again, but your invocation isn't coming to me. Do you know it?
I don't know anything about an invocation. My head feels fuzzy. It hurts. Please, don't make me fight anymore. I don't like hurting people.
You need not act against your will. Allow me to return you to peaceful slumber.
You can do that?
I can indeed. But I am unfamiliar with this summoning power of which you speak. The divine dragon of this world was able to cleanse fallen emblems. It would seem that you cannot do the same. So I will send Emblem Tiki to rest. In slumber, she will be safe from those who would exploit her power. No longer will she be compelled to fight.
You might say we are containing her power in the bracelet. Sadly, since we lack the ability to awaken emblems, she cannot aid us any further.
It sounds like our only option right now. Please, go ahead. Whatever benefits there might be to keeping her awake, I won't force her to fight. Tiki, I hope we'll meet again someday.
I'd like that. When we do, let's play together lots, okay?
Absolutely.
Farewell, Emblem Tiki. Sweet dreams.
Night-night.
Now, so long as we keep her away from the enemy, she will be able to rest.
Thank you, Nell.
We place our emblems into slumber as a matter of course, to prevent their exploitation. Emblem Tiki was thus asleep when she was taken, but she returned to us awake. Our foe must therefore possess the power to awaken emblems.
Only divine and fell dragons can control them in that way. There are no divine dragons left in this world, so that means our enemy is a fell dragon. One of our siblings, in other words.
If it's a sibling of yours, then do you have any idea who it could be?
We have many brothers and sisters, but we're not acquainted with all of them. Many died in the most recent war. There is no telling which of them survived.
The power to control emblems is rare. If we knew the culprit, we would surely recall. Perhaps this child was born after we left Sombron, or developed this power late.
Dragon powers are unpredictable. I cannot transform myself or control emblems at all. Sombron deemed me a failure. If I had stayed with him, I would probably be dead by now.
How awful.
I managed to survive only because Nell took me with her when she left. It angers me to think that our siblings could be behind this. To be given that kind of power, only to use it for evil. What a waste.
Nell.
Sorry. It's not my intention to poison the mood.
So, Divine One, our objective is to put an end to the ambitions of Sombron's mysterious heir. Since we are fighting to return the emblems to slumber, they will not be able to help us. Knowing this, it is your choice whether or not to join our cause. What say you?
Yes, I'll help.
Splendid! It is such a comfort to have you on our side. Isn't it, Nell?
After what I saw in that battle, I must agree. But I will remain unsettled by the necessity of fighting alongside this dead dragon.
Oh, I unsettle you, do I?
Please, there is no need to quarrel. Why don't the two of you shake hands and agree to be friends from now on?
I decline.
Then I guess I'll pass too.
You could at least try to get along.
Before we depart the castle, Nil, we should say our farewells.
Oh, agreed.
I didn't know anyone else was in the castle. Is it a person I know?
You are welcome to come find out. But what you see may upset you.
It looks to be a monument of some kind.
This is the resting place of the Divine Dragon. Your grave. I did warn you.
We will be just a moment, Divine One. You can go back if you like.
Actually, do you mind if I say something? I'd like to speak to my other self, who lived here with you.
I think that would be a lovely gesture.
Visiting my own gravestone. Not something I ever thought I'd do. I can see why Nell is unsettled by this situation. I promise to fulfill your role and protect those important to you as best I can. And with that, my reflection, goodbye.
Why can't I turn into a dragon like you and Father?
There. You may someday.
I'm a failure. I'm weak.
No, Nell. You are strong. Surely you will be able to transform eventually.
When?
Not even Father can say for sure. But until then, hold on to this.
Your Dragonstone? But you won't be able to transform without it.
I can if you carry it for me. And I know you will always be by my side. We are two halves of a whole, Nell. This power is ours to share.
Our power.
On a battlefield far from all you know, how will you prove your bravery? In the savage garden of blood and steel, who will meet their end? Cast the 4 thrones to fire. Lay 7 flames in the cradle. But there is one who knows the truth. In this world, there is no future. My lonely heart does not beat here.
Here we are, Divine One. Welcome to the Kingdom of Firene. It may not be my place to say that, as a visitor here myself, but I felt someone ought to.
It's strange. Just like Lethos Castle, this place feels familiar, but not.
If we are finished discussing the scenery, allow me to remind you of the task that lies before us. We are to go to Firene Castle and acquire the bracelet of the Brash General. And time is of the essence. We must collect all 7 bracelets before our enemy does.
I hope the royal family is willing to hand theirs over. But I do have my doubts. You know how ill-tempered the Firenes can be.
What? The people I know from Firene are good-natured and peaceful.
Is that so? In this world, they are vengeful and quick to violence. The royal family most of all. That made them useful allies in wartime, despite their disdain for fell dragons. But ever since the Divine Dragon's death, they have completely avoided visiting us in Lethos.
And who is the ruler here? Queen Ev?
No. She died at the start of the last war, and her throne remained empty until after the war ended, when King Alfred took her place. But as Nil said, he subsequently cut ties with us. We were forced to take precautions. So we asked a trusted friend to be our eyes and ears in Firene. She is due to meet us here shortly.
Lady Nell, Lord Nil, hello, hello.
Celestia, we were just talking about you.
I've been eagerly awaiting your arrival. You must be so tired after that long trek.
A trifle compared to your intelligence work here, I am sure.
Oh, that was nothing, Lady Nell. But who's this you brought with you? Oh, how is it you remind me so much of the Divine Dragon?
Actually...
Glorious day! Divine One, you've been reborn! I knew you could never leave us. Not permanently, anyway. It's so obvious. How could I ever believe Sombron bested the Divine Dragon Monarch?
Celestia, as much as I hate to let you down, this is not who you think it is.
Sorry for the confusion. I'm actually the Divine Dragon of another world.
What?
We should have let you know sooner. This is not the old friend you and I knew. Rather, this is the savior whom Nil and I summoned with an ancient ritual.
This Divine Dragon arrived in the castle sanctuary after your departure to Firene.
I see. Of course. What was I thinking? I was there when we buried the Divine Dragon. I held that lifeless hand in mine as we said our goodbyes.
I know this is difficult, Celestia.
Forgive me. I shouldn't have gotten so emotional. That loss was just as difficult for the two of you. Divine One, my name is Celestia. I am a mage dragon of some small renown. I always considered both you and Queen Lumera of this world to be my family. It's an honor to make your acquaintance.
No, please. Let's skip past acquaintances and just be friends.
How funny! That's just what the Divine Dragon I knew would have said. Say, is there someone like me living in your world too?
Well...
Silly of me to ask. Of course she's there, and no doubt a great help in your fight against Sombron.
What news of Firenze Castle, Celestia? You were stationed there for some time.
Indeed, I was. Firenze is making plans to invade its northern neighbor.
Brodia.
The idea was Princess Celine's. It's technically still waiting for King Alfred's approval, but that hasn't stopped the young princess from mustering a force of elite knights. We can no longer stand by and simply watch how this unfolds.
Agreed. We must go to the castle and head off this war before it begins.
Another thing. Firenze's emblem has been altered somehow since the last time I saw it. We'll need to be careful.
Yes. Now, let us proceed to the castle and reclaim the bracelet of the brash general.
I only hope Alfred and Celine are willing to talk with us.
Still, Alfred? Still undecided about whether to invade?
Don't rush me, Celine. This is a big decision. I need time to think it over.
No, you need to take action.
It's not that easy. Brodia was our ally. If we pick a fight with them, there's no going back.
Since Mother and our retainers died in the last war, it falls to us to defend our people. Don't you know they are suffering? With the Divine Dragon gone, the world is falling to ruin. Our crops and flowers are losing their color. Soon the farms will go barren. The only possible remedy is to expand our territory and supplement our resources, now.
I know. As a mining economy, Brodia can spare the resources we need. So an invasion could really help us out with wealth and minerals. It's a decent plan, but there's a big hole in it. The strength of Brodia's military.
Which is precisely why I assembled an order of knights to defeat them. Or is it their emblem you worry about? That silly princess is no match for the brash general.
Nothing's certain. No matter how good our odds look, we could still lose everyone. Or don't you remember? Our retainers so sure they'd come out on top, all falling like petals. That was the same day our strongest ally, the Divine Dragon, left us forever.
You have changed, Alfred. You used to be afraid of nothing and no one. When the Divine Dragon was lost, so too was your spawn. I will handle it then.
Meaning what?
Meaning I will head to Brodia on my own, without your permission.
With no knights? Are you trying to get killed?
Facing either death by the sword, or a broken heart as our people die, I choose the former. Should I perish, perhaps a real hero will emerge and lead our people. I'm content with that. As for the Brodians, if they must suffer in order for our people to live, so be it. After all, one country's loss is another's gain.
I just can't get through to you, can I?
It's not your fault you were cursed with a stubborn fool for a sister. However, if you want her to have any hope of survival, you must make a choice. What will it be, Your Majesty?
You win. You're the only family I have left. If you're set on this, I'll at least give you a fighting chance. Consider the invasion approved.
Thank you, Alfred.
Let's go. I'll give your knights official notice to prepare for battle.
Wait. Please.
Who goes there?
King Alfred? Princess Celine? It has been quite some time. Pardon the interruption, but we are here to discuss an urgent matter.
Well, if it isn't Nell and Nil. You know, I could have you executed for barging in here uninvited.
True. Simply return the bracelet of the brash general to us and we will leave you alone.
Oh, please. If we turned it over, the balance of power between nations would fall apart.
So you intend to continue to wield it as a weapon against your peers. It is precisely because they do the same that you now stand upon the brink of war. I do not think the Divine Dragon would find this behavior acceptable.
Oh, you presume to speak on behalf of the Divine Dragon? Curious, considering your father was the one who denied us divine counsel forever.
How dare you! We had nothing to do with that! How many times must we tell you that we are not Sombron?
Control yourself, Nil.
Of course. I'm sorry.
Rest assured that we are making the same journey to each of the other bracelet holders. We are reclaiming all of them. With that in mind, there is no need for you to keep Virenes any longer.
How do we know this isn't a trick to weaken us and strengthen our enemies? Show us proof you took the other country's bracelets, and then we'll talk.
Virenes is our first destination. We have not reclaimed the other bracelets yet.
Then there is nothing more to discuss. We march to Brodia. The bracelet's power is indispensable to our invasion efforts. We will not simply hand it over.
Still, you refuse to comply. In that case, you have left us with no choice.
If it's a battle you want, we will be only too happy to oblige.
Please, stop! I don't want to fight the two of you.
Divine One? No. No, of course not.
How come you feel like the Divine Dragon? You told us our friend was dead, you wretches! Were you lying to us?
No, I'm from another world.
What?
No. There's only one explanation. This must be one of the corrupted. The Fell Dragons used their vile magic to make this twisted puppet of our fallen friend.
That's not true. Listen to me.
We don't listen to imposters.
I can't believe you Fellspawn did something so sick just to steal our bracelet. No doubt the tears you shed over the Divine Dragon's death were a trick as well. I thought as former allies, we could resolve this peacefully. Your deceit changes things.
No.
Knights, get ready for battle. See to it that Sombron's children are finally put down. We'll bring their severed heads to Brodia as a symbol of our might.
Yes, there is the brother I know. The fearsome man they called the Prince of Strewn Flowers. Now, as you did in the war, cast our foes to the ground like so many mangled roses.
If your spirit is trapped in there, Divine One, I'll set you free.
Alfred, no.
It seems conflict is unavoidable.
I knew this would happen, but it's just as well. Their disrespect for Lady Nell and Lord Nil cannot go unanswered.
Prepare yourself, Divine One. These may be familiar faces, but they will show you no mercy.
Come on.
Saying goodbye is always painful. I hope you die without suffering.
I'm ready. Emblem, engage! Are you ready to die?
Here goes.
I'm happy to help.
Sounds perfect.
Power blooms in me.
What do you need? Emblem, engage! Come to my aid, hero!
I will fight for you. Emblem.
Let's pray. Support units! Time to fortify the troops with your supplies. We advance.
Mediocre.
Run while you can. Ah!
Let me help. I'll lead off.
I have to keep everyone safe.
Emblem, engage!
I cannot afford to lose.
My muscles!
Why do we repeat our mistakes?
I need to be more diligent.
All flowers eventually wilt.
Emblem, engage!
My gratitude.
No one desires war.
Let me help.
Repent! Why do you attempt to throw away your life? Hope is on our side.
So it begins. Lend me your might, Emblem of Strength.
Hold steady. I'm back in action.
I'm glad this battle is won.
Yes, advance. And bolster your weapons so we can annihilate these fools. Firenze is all that matters. Crush those who dare oppose her.
Wait. Are you... me? What's going on? Is this some twisted illusion of the Fell Dragon? Looks like the Alfred in this world isn't so buff either. Huh. I wonder if it's just hard for me to build muscle no matter which world I'm in. What in the world is this trickery? If you're an illusion, I command you to vanish! Wow. Guess he's got more vigor than I thought. I'm looking forward to fighting against myself. The flower's been cut. Guess I didn't train hard enough after... To find one. Seeing you in such a pitiful state breaks my heart. It's such a shame.
Alfred, please, listen to me. I don't want to make things harder for you, but...
I bet you were told to say that. My old friend. Don't worry. I'll help you out. I'll erase you so utterly. Not even your corpse will remain. No one will ever coerce you again! Come and test your mettle. But there's no way you can defeat the brash general.
am stronger now.
Is this because I'm a failure? I can fight no longer.
I will not watch another life be taken. I'll lead off.
I am no failure.
Let me help.
May none disturb your rest.
I'll save you.
Ready yourself.
I'll make it count.
I feel my courage growing. Are we done here?
I knew from the start that I should have given the bracelet back at the war's end.
Emblem Eternal! This is it! I had to stop them.
Thank you.
Invading Brodia? I've never had a more stupid idea. Open your eyes, Saline. What do you mean? Are you... me? Is this more Fell Dragon trickery? Your pleas mean nothing. For the happiness of my people, evaporate with the dew! All that will evaporate are your ambitions. You should think hard about what you are doing. You cannot buy peace with warfare.
I challenge my fate. I strike true!
Sorry to cut in.
I will help.
Why you...
A dream.
I'll lead him!
I can't have lost. No, this can't be right. We were supposed to succeed. I was supposed to be happy.
This is it. The bracelet of the brash general.
Emblem Hector dwells within. A brave leader who embodies the fighting spirit of the Pyrenees. He was once daring and gallant. Now, as Celestia informs us, he is tainted by evil.
I wish I could summon him again. Give him a fresh start.
There is no point lamenting what cannot be changed. I will return him to slumber now.
Rest easy, Emblem Hector.
Thank you.
Again, the emblem speaks.
Seems a shame to drift off so soon, but I suppose it's not all bad. I just hope we can all stride into battle together. Someday.
I'm sure we will.
You put the general to bed, I see.
King Alfred, please, call off your invasion.
Without the bracelet, I don't have much choice. But Nil just told me you're from another world. Is that true?
Yes, it's true.
Adds up, I guess. If you were our divine dragon, you wouldn't have taken our bracelet by force. You'd have sided with us. Or you'd at least have been nicer. Clearly, you're not the friend I knew.
Alfred.
But still, I'm glad I met you. You may not be from this world, but I can tell you have the Divine Dragon's heart. Sorry about before. I really did think you were one of the corrupted.
For my part, I owe an apology to Nell and Nil. I insulted you, tying you unfairly to Sombron. You are not to blame for his actions. I am deeply, truly sorry for losing my composure.
Noted.
We were all devastated to lose our beloved divine dragon. Of course we understand.
Hey, I've got an idea. How about you take us with you? A little extra muscle might come in handy if you're going around collecting bracelets.
Yes, an excellent idea. I already have my knights assembled. They could come as well.
Absolutely. It would be a great comfort having you two on our side.
Alas, we cannot.
Huh? Why not?
It is out of the question. And it is not your choice to make, Divine One. While it is true that we summoned you for help, this is not your army. Whatever authority you are accustomed to in your own world does not apply here.
Right. Sorry.
You'll have to forgive us, Divine One. Nell is harsh, but she speaks the truth. I am also opposed to allowing the Fyranese to join us.
What do I have to say here? Are you gonna make me beg? I need to make up somehow for treating you all so badly. Let me help keep you safe.
The battlefield is no place for a king. The people need their ruler to watch over them.
Not only that, but think of what would become of your kingdom if it were to lose you. Fyranese would be left entirely without a monarch, or even an heir.
Then at least let Salian and her knights go with you.
The king's sister is every bit as indispensable, and the knights must defend their castle. If your intention is to make amends to us, then I would ask you to think foremost of yourselves.
Fair enough.
If that is your wish, we will accept it. Shall we keep our bracelet here in Fyranese?
Why?
I can assure you, we will not misuse it. After all, we can awaken sleeping emblems. But if our enemy wants to collect the bracelets, is it not safer to keep them apart?
That would be logical. But for the likelihood that our enemy has the power to awaken emblems. If that is so, the emblem's slumber becomes irrelevant. And if that happens, there is no telling what havoc the brash general will wreak.
Better to keep them with you, since you can put them back to sleep. Makes sense.
I appreciate your understanding.
Nothing more to discuss then. We'll head back inside and leave the bracelet with you. Sorry to give it up, but at least it's in the right hands. More importantly, Divine One?
Yes?
The hardest part of all this is saying goodbye to you, my old ally. But I'm so glad you're back. When we lost you, I was beside myself.
Alfred? I'm not the divine dragon you knew, remember? Nell explained it.
Oh, right. Silly me. I'm new to the throne, so I've been burning the candle at both ends. Guess I'm a little worn out. Not very becoming of a king, is it? If I'm not careful, people will start to talk.
It's all right. I am here to support you, Alfred. Let's head back so you can rest, I will begin thinking about ways to revive industry here in Fyranese without resorting to war. As for you all, when your mission is done, please do come back and visit with us.
Yeah. Best of luck.
Was Alfred all right? He seemed to be acting a little strange.
Probably just terrified. My sister does have that effect on people when she's angry.
I was not angry.
Nell's got a point, though. You were too harsh with your words.
I refused their offer to join us on principle. You did not have the right to invite them.
I already apologized for that, didn't I?
Lord Nil? Is there something going on between those two?
They've been tense with each other from the very start. It is becoming a bit of a problem. I wish I could convince them to get along.
Perhaps it's hard to accept that this one is in fact a different person. It is quite unexpected. In the past, Lady Nell was so...
I am right here, you know.
My apologies.
At least there were no assassins this time. I'm not sure I could have handled that. It was hard enough just fighting Alfred and Saline.
That does not mean they will not show up again. We should remain on guard.
You don't think we might be fighting twins, do you?
Twins?
Back at Lethos, Nell mentioned that Fell Dragon children are always born as twins. It's just a thought.
It is possible. But nearly all Fell Dragon children lose their twin siblings as they mature. I do not think it is terribly likely.
Sorry, did you say lose their twin siblings?
This is the first I've heard of it. Lady Nell and Lord Nil, you're still together?
We are exceptionally fortunate to be so.
Then I'm glad neither of you lost your other half. That would have been awful.
Kind of you to say.
There is no point to baseless speculation. Let us focus on reclaiming Brodia's bracelet.
Right. Your world's Brodia. I'm curious to see what kind of place it is.
It seems like we lose more siblings by the day. Pairs of twins like us do seem to be getting rare.
More and more, I see them talking about killing one another. They call each other weak. They laugh at twins who haven't fought to the death yet.
Unthinkable.
I'll be next. I'm sure of it. They'll come for a failure like me any day now.
Do not say such things.
But it's true. Stronger ones than me have already died. Ones who were much more useful to Father. Even if I'm not next, it's only a matter of time. I'm so scared.
Nil, listen to me. Come what may, I will protect you. I swear it.
In the deepest darkness of solitude, would you desire to make the light your own? Would you answer the stranger calling for you from beyond a closed door? Their voice is despairing, their message bleak. News of gleaming ore turned dark as night. But what does it matter? One knows the truth. In this world, there is no compassion. My pain does not exist here.
We've walked quite a long way now. Is everyone feeling all right?
Naturally. Though no doubt it would be easier if I were riding my wyvern.
We're going to Brodia, right? Why aren't we taking the road?
Brodia is widely known for its hatred of war. We would not be permitted to cross the border, and their border security is tighter than that of any other nation. So, we must enter covertly. But more to the point, we are no longer going to Brodia. We are already there.
Huh?
We crossed into Brodia already. We have been within its borders for some time.
And you didn't think to mention that sooner?
I was unaware it was so important. I hope you can still reschedule the parade.
I'm just saying that allies should keep each other informed.
Shh! Quiet, you two. Someone's here.
We cannot have been discovered already.
There they are.
Wait, Divine One!
Stop! Please! Don't hurt me!
Gregory!
You know each other?
Indeed. Gregory is one of the Four Winds, like me.
I'm not familiar.
We are a small band of knights established after the war to protect Lady Nell and Lord Nil. As the name implies, the Four Winds is composed of 4 members. Gregory here included.
I directed him to gather information for us, same as Celestia. I directed him to gather information for us, same as Celestia. Thank you for your dutiful work, Gregory. But we did plan to meet some distance from here.
Right. About that. I got turned around and didn't think I could find our spot. Wasn't sure what to do, so I headed back to the border. I'm so grateful I found you.
Before you give us your report, there is something that you should know. This individual here is...
Not the divine dragon we know, right?
Correct.
So I'm guessing the ritual worked, and you summoned this one from elsewhere.
Indeed. That spares me the work of explanation.
Amazing, Gregory. How did you figure all of that out?
Not sure exactly. Something about this one seems... scary, I guess.
Probably the fact I almost attacked you. Sorry about that.
No, that's not it. You're just different from the divine dragon I knew. I'm not talking appearances either. It's like your essence is... off. I'm not making any sense, am I?
Gregory's sense of caution is sharp. He may be attuned to differences others don't notice.
I see.
That's okay. So long as you aren't a threat, I'm sure I'll get used to you. Oh, and sorry if I'm not addressing you formally enough. Always been bad at that etiquette stuff.
I don't mind. Please, feel free to speak casually.
It's all right, Gregory. The divine dragon has proven to be a good person, full of kindness. That's right, Divine One. I quite like you.
Thanks, Nell. I like you too. You said the 4 winds were 4 knights. Where are the other 2 then?
They are embedded in the remaining nations, gathering intelligence there. As Celestia took Firene and Gregory Brodia, the other 2 are assigned to Illusia and Solm.
I'm the leader of our little group. I'll admit it, the name Celestia of the 4 Winds carries weight. I'm a fairly renowned general.
Either that, or you're so loud that people have no choice but to know your name.
What did you say?
Just joking! Come on, no need for violence.
What was that?
Are we under attack?
Looks like my pursuers found us. Sorry, I really thought I'd lost them.
Explain, Gregory.
Oh, I was spotted while scouting. I ran for my life, but I guess they followed.
1, 2, 3. No use counting. The enemy outnumbers us, and easily. We should run.
But wait, why not fight them off?
If they are pursuing us, then they are border guards or knights. They will not have a bracelet. A fight will exhaust us without any gain.
You want to run? I'm your man. This way, everyone. Follow me. We should be safe here. Let's just head out for a bit.
That reminds me, Divine One. While I see that you prefer to fight, we are accustomed to being on the defensive.
I noticed. You choose your battles.
Of course. How do you think we managed to survive this long? Not by fighting bravely every time someone comes after us, but by running away.
Beyond operations to place the emblems into slumber, we are in no position to attack anyone.
Perhaps if the 4 Winds were equal to other nations' knightly orders, it would be different. But alas, we're not. I fear we are something of a disappointment.
Nonsense! The 4 Winds have saved our lives time and time again. My sister and I are very proud of you.
Kind words, Lord Nell. I thank you.
The foe has abandoned chase. Gregory, give us your report.
Something's happening in Brodia. They've started sending soldiers out of the country.
I would not have expected them to be plotting an invasion. Where?
That I don't know. Wherever it is, they've done a good job keeping it secret. But judging by the intel I got, I think they want to take the 7 bracelets.
Interesting. Maybe Brodia's doing what we are, keeping them away from our unknown enemy.
I don't think that's their goal. It seems like they want the bracelet's power for themselves.
What would a peaceful nation want with more power?
The boon granted by the Emblem bracelets when they are gathered varies by circumstance. With all 7 gathered in an awakened state, the result, as you know, is enormous power. But gather all 7 when they are asleep.
And the bracelets can render you immune to all harm.
Immune? They make you invincible?
That's right. It's the ultimate defense. For a country that hates war, I can't think of anything more valuable.
If that is so, then they would need the emblems to be asleep. They would require Nell. Perhaps the assassins sent to Letho's castle were actually kidnappers from Protea.
That is possible.
Well, we don't know any of that for sure. But there's one thing we do know. Brody is going to raise an army, and soon.
You figured it all out. Well done. Though, I'm afraid this means we can't let you leave.
Impossible. I didn't sense anyone approaching.
It seems these are no average soldiers.
They are Brodian royals.
Look, Diamant. Here they are. Now finish them off. Or must I do everything for you, my pathetic excuse for a brother?
I was planning to take them by surprise, Alchrist. You shouldn't have revealed our position.
Oh, thanks for telling me the plan.
Nell, Nil, I take no pleasure in this. I hoped our next meeting would be friendly. Sadly, it seems now that bloodshed is unavoidable.
You must be angry indeed to discard the peaceful principles of your nation.
Look, Nell. He is wearing one of the bracelets.
You're seeking the bracelets, hmm? What a coincidence. As your spy deduced, so are we. It seems our goals align. What do you say? Should we join forces once more?
You cannot be serious.
You're right, I'm not. What gave it away?
War must be torn out at the root before its tendrils spread. As much as it pains me to kill former allies, I have no other choice. Soldiers to battle! Capture Lady Nell alive! Show the rest no mercy.
Circumstances now demand we fight.
Celestia, Gregory, prepare for battle!
Gladly.
I'm gonna focus on not getting hurt.
Ready yourself, Divine One. I expect no less from you than before.
That goes without saying.
Celica!
Yes!
Lady Lin!
Leave it to me!
It is unfortunate that we have to fight each other, but I suppose we should get started.
Beware the magical artillery of Brodia. They can strike from quite a distance.
Where to?
Very well.
Let's go.
Happily.
Please, lend me your strength! It is time to honor your contract. Here I go!
I'm ready.
Emblem, engage! By my hand!
Whatever you need.
Let's do this! merciful.
Experience has triumphed.
You have my attention.
I've got this.
You poor thing.
I beg your pardon.
Time to pray.
You have my thanks.
I'll assist. Me too. Not done yet. A good wind.
Sleep now! I had to stop you.
Too slow. I won't miss.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me. Look here. I see you. I need to get stronger until no one can beat me.
I'm glad this battle is won. I can carry on. I can go on now. Please forgive me. An obstacle to be removed. Mediocre. How exciting! Stay focused. I beg your pardon. must repay you later.
I may not be your first choice, but...
I'm sorry you're stuck.
Hold on. You're me! I'm sorry. I know our faces are the same, but I'm sure you're much more accomplished. How servile. Are you an illusion? Projecting your weakness upon me won't make me falter. I will triumph, even against myself. You'll see. Wow. How cool. It's like you're me, yet so full of confidence. I wish I was like that too.
Now I have you!
Brazen!
Show me the way.
Citrine? It hurts to see you now, knowing I failed to keep you safe. Everyone in your noble house died too. They were like family. Each death.
I half expected it, but here we are. I feel such sorrow every time you look at me that way.
No matter your wealth, life itself remains irreplaceable. The cause of so much suffering. I should have died that day. I wanted you to live. I wanted everyone to live.
The Allchrist of this world looks so competent. Yet at heart, you're just like the one I know. I'm sure you did your best. As painful as it was, I'm glad that I was the one to go first.
This can't be. It wouldn't have come to this if I were king.
Rest easy now.
That soldier is poised to let fly a massive salvo. The attack will cover a wide area. Be ready.
Emblem Veronica? I will be borrowing your power to establish contracts with heroes. Come to my aid, hero!
May all find salvation.
I know it's too late, but sorry.
Stand down or perish!
I am ready.
I am not happy about meeting you here. Now we will have to fight.
Citrine, what are you doing here? You were protecting Alchrist when you...
It seems that the me of this world acquitted herself valiantly. I wish I had time to hear more. But this version of me is your enemy. Think of me as an apparition if you like.
Of course. If you were to be an apparition, there is no point in talking about your other self. Although, speaking to you like this reminds me of that one ball. We all had so much fun.
I'm in trouble. Just as I thought. I'm not strong enough. I must retreat, but I will grow stronger.
never wanted to face myself on the battlefield. It seems the time has come. With an attitude like that, how can you expect to ever be victorious? Even if I won, nothing would change. You have no idea how to be a good king. Then lay down your weapon. If you can't, you must still believe you have something to defend. If you are truly king, show me a worthy battle. I knew this would happen. We were all going to die anyway. We never should have tried. It is over. We withdraw.
Tiamat, no! We can't surrender! Not after they took our bracelet! We must get it back! Come on! Round 2!
You have a plan, then? An idea that will turn the tide? Please, share it. Now, Nil. We are removing ourselves from the game board. We won't interfere any longer. The bracelet is in your hands, as is Brodia's fate. Please, guide the world to peace.
This is the bracelet of the Lonely Heir, without a doubt.
With this, we now have 4 bracelets.
Emblem Veronica dwells within. She has the power to call upon soldiers from other worlds. But she is tainted by evil, the same as Firene's emblem. We should assume they all will be.
Am I with you now?
Yes, Emblem Veronica. But we won't make you fight for us. You can rest for now.
I see. I am grateful for the reprieve, but I am also a bit lonely. When I awaken, I hope you will be at my side, even without a contract binding us together.
Don't worry. You'll remain with us during our journey. And someday, we will see you again.
I suppose that settles things here.
I'm not used to fighting my own battles, let alone winning them.
Yes. Fleeing comes more naturally to us all, the Divine Dragon excluded.
There may be some truth to that. Each of us has run away from one thing or another.
What do you mean?
During the war 1,000 years ago, when Sombron burned my village, I fled to Lethos. Other mage dragons possessed powerful magic, but mine has never been that strong. That's why Sombron couldn't find me, while my family and friends, all brilliant mages, perished.
Ah.
Sombron planned to force the mage dragons to fight for him, but we refused to submit. And now I'm the last of my kind.
I used to live in Elusia as a follower of Sombron, but I couldn't act like the others. The Fell Dragon craved pain and blood, and his disciples were only happy to oblige. I just couldn't join their fervor, so I faked it. And when a priest found out, I had no choice but to run. Run, or give up my life to the Fell Dragon.
I welcomed Gregory into Lethos. He selflessly rushed to my aid in a vicious battle in Elusia.
You say it like I'm some kind of hero. You were surrounded by the corrupted, so I went to help.
And I, as you know, am a failure. I am only alive because Nell and I fled from Sombron together.
I have said it before, and I will say it again. You are not a failure, Nil.
I'm sorry. I know it upsets you when I speak that way. But Nell is much stronger than I am. She could face any opponent, if not for me. So I suppose she is also one who is comfortable taking a stand.
No. I have done as much fleeing as the rest of you.
That's not true. I've never seen you run away from anything.
I fled my responsibility. I should have stopped the royals of the 4 nations from taking their respective bracelets.
You were only respecting their wishes. You even said that's what the Divine Dragon would want.
I said that to mask my fear. I was afraid that my plea would be rejected, that I would lose our allies, and that I would be forced to fight them in Lethos Castle.
I had no idea.
So I too have fled when I should have made a stand. I could have stopped all of this. That knowledge prevented me from leaving the land of Lethos until our savior arrived. And because of that, I am perhaps to blame for the current state of the world.
Absolutely not. You have done nothing wrong.
I agree. Our unknown opponent should carry the blame, not you.
I never would have thought you were running away too, Lady Nell. You always seem so strong. We may be a collection of weaklings, but we're still alive. That has to count for something.
The Divine Dragon was strong, and the Divine Dragon died.
Nell.
All right, that's enough doom and gloom. We're making this Divine Dragon worry. Things are different now. Each of us has proven we can handle ourselves in battle. That is in no small part thanks to you. Your guidance has been a blessing.
It's true.
Yeah, you've been a big help.
I am also grateful for your assistance, such as it has been thus far.
Ha! I should have guessed the qualifier was coming. But I know you mean well, so thank you. And I'm glad to be of help.
Well, there is still much to be done. Let us keep up our momentum.
Where are we going next?
To the Kingdom of Knowledge in the west. The Kingdom of Illusia.
Hey, look, it's Nell, the pride of the brood.
Not only can she transform, but she can also put emblems to sleep. Isn't that right, Nell?
Must be rough for you, though, having that failure for a twin.
Are you talking about Nell?
Oh, is that this failure's name?
I don't usually bother to remember them.
Don't you worry about his weakness rubbing off on you?
We could just get rid of him. Wouldn't be a problem.
All he's doing is holding you back.
Wouldn't you agree, Nell?
What do you say?
You must not be serious.
What?
I said surely you must not be serious. If you truly intended to kill my brother, I would have to. What? What happened? Was all of this my doing? What have I done?
Called the weak.
Father, forgive me. I did not intend to.
There is nothing to forgive. Please continue. I did not mean to interrupt the killing. I believe you will make a suitable heir.
You.
I told you Brodia would avoid conflict. What more do you need? And why did the guards let you in?
I killed them. Entrusting your safety to them was a grievous lapse in judgment. Now, I would like to know whether the attack on Lethos Castle was your doing. Answer.
What are you talking about? An attack on Lethos?
Which country would dare start hostilities? Firene? No. Illusia, surely.
You truly seem to know nothing of the matter. So be it. I have no further use for you.
Ulchrist! You monster! You filthy snake! I don't understand. We gave you what you wanted. You had no reason to do this.
In fact, I do have a reason, King Diamant. I would not ordinarily come for you by stealth. but I could not ignore this opportunity. Now, I must return before dawn. It would not do for the others to become suspicious. King Alfred and Princess Saline hardly put up a fight either.